Good morning, welcome to the Holme Lacy campus virtual open event. In this session we're going to be talking about all of the agriculture courses that are available at our Holme Lacy campus. We've got a little video just to introduce the courses available, and then we've got Alice, who's one of the course tutors for agriculture. She's on hand to answer any questions you may have. So sit back, enjoy the video and enjoy.
Hello, may I extend a warm welcome to Herefordshire and Ludlow College. My name is Alison Moon and I am the Assistant Principal responsible for the Holme Lacy campus. Welcome to the Faculty of Land-Based Studies. This morning you will be greeted by the Head of Campus and the various land-based course leaders. The courses we offer cover blacksmithing, farriery, welding, general land-based, animal care, equine, agriculture and forestry. We offer you the opportunity to study any one of these full-time courses along with a tutorial programme to support your needs and the opportunity to resit GCSE Maths and English. Before we move on, I just want to tell you some of the reasons you may wish to study with us. We have an Ofsted pass rate of 93%. We have excellent physical resources. We offer a friendly, safe and open environment. We have lecturers with real-world experience. And in addition to that, we have students who have said that 93% are making good progress. 94% say they enjoy their lessons. 97% say teachers encourage them to work hard and behave well. 95% say they receive good support from their teachers. 97% say they know how they are expected to behave. And 92% say they would recommend the college to a friend. So collect your questions and sit back as we welcome you to see what we have on offer in our dynamic faculty.
Good morning, my name's Dave Lamb. I'm the Head of Campus at Holme Lacy, part of Herefordshire, Ludlow and North Shropshire College. This morning I just want to spend a few minutes to let you know about some of the amazing courses that we offer at Holme Lacy. I'll start off with agriculture. Agriculture is offered at level 1, level 2 and level 3 on 1-year programmes, with level 3 progressing to a 2-year programme. The facilities are excellent. We have our own 600-acre farm which focuses on arable, beef and sheep enterprises, all organic, and even grows a few potatoes as well. Part of the courses that you would study would be generally 3 days a week in college and a day of work experience. Subjects you would cover would be a general introduction to agriculture at all 3 levels, obviously progressing slightly harder work at each level. With level 2 you'd study animal husbandry, tractor driving, machinery operations, estate skills, and often based around the college farm. With level 3 there's a bit of actual plant and soil science thrown in and some business management to get those skill levels up so that you can go ahead and manage some units on farms or eventually become a farm manager. Other career opportunities are working as contractors, working as a stock person, working in the industry and associated roles such as sales and marketing, but some great opportunities that come throughout those agriculture programs. Thank you.
Okay, so that just gives you a little flavour of the agriculture courses on offer here at Holme Lacy. As I say, we've got Alice on hand to answer any of your questions. Due to technological issues, we've got her on audio only, but she's definitely here to help out. So in terms of some sort of typical questions, Alice, what do students tend to go on to study after they've studied agriculture? What's sort of the next steps for careers?
So next steps for careers is quite a wide variety, depending on what sort of level of course. A lot of our students go on to full-time work on farms. So a requirement for our course is work experience, and that is quite a good stepping stone for a lot of our students because they end up, a lot of them, with employment with their work experience. So that could be on farms, general farm workers, but we also have people that progress on to university if they've done the level 3 course. And also there's wide areas as well. So I've got students that are working in farm supply stores. So anything agricultural related, it depends what the student's interested in. It can open the doors to those sort of potential careers.
Okay, great, thank you. Just had a couple more questions come through. Someone's asked whether there's any additional qualifications available within the courses.
Yes, so the additional qualifications are the short courses, which include things like quad bike tickets and telehandler tickets. Students get one of those for free, but at the end of the year, depending on the fact that they've completed all their coursework up to the required standards. So at the end of each year, so if it's a 1-year course, at the end of that, they get entered for one short course for free. So quite often it could be their telehandler, which is what a lot of employers look for. But the requirement is that their coursework is all completed and up to date, and that they have attended college up to the required standard as well.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Someone's asked, what level of course should I apply for?
Good question. It depends. A lot of it is based on GCSE results. So we offer, as David Lamb mentioned in that video, level 1, level 2 and level 3 agricultural courses. Depending on your grades, so level 2, which is a full-time 1-year course, you need to have 4 GCSEs at grade D or grade 3 or above, including maths and English. At level 3, you need 5 GCSEs at grade C or grade 4, including maths and English. So a lot of those are dependent on the grades in terms of the entry requirements, but also you might want to think about your level of experience and your confidence with particular things. I say to a lot of people, I don't mind if you don't have much experience, because this is where you come to learn. But if you maybe want to increase your confidence also on the academic side, then you might look at doing a level 2 course and then building up to a level 3. But a lot of it is based on those entry requirements.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Someone's asked about sort of like the structure of the course in terms of what days do they attend college, what times does the college day start and finish? Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's fine. So a lot of our courses, the agricultural courses, so level 2 and level 3 are 3 days a week. Level 2s are currently Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for example. That could possibly change, but it will be 3 days a week. And the other 2 days a week, we expect students to have work experience. Level 3s are currently a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And again, the other 2 days, we expect them to have work experience. Lessons start at 9:30 and the college day finishes at 4 o'clock for students to enable them to get the transport into Holme Lacy and to get back home again as well.
Yeah, perfect, thank you. Someone's asked what's the sort of typical class sizes on the courses?
Typical class sizes, I would say, would range from sort of 10 to 15. That's one of the real advantages of Holme Lacy. We don't have massive class sizes, so all the tutors know the students really well. And particularly if you're a student that maybe needs a little bit of extra support, or it works in advantage, particularly on the practical side of things, you get a good opportunity to practice. So around sort of 10 to 15, I would say.
Okay, that's a nice, comfortable size, isn't it? Plenty of.
Yeah, it suits a lot of our students really well.
Okay, brilliant. So I've got a couple of questions about the practical work side of things. Someone's asked what sort of practical work will I be doing, and then someone else has asked are other areas covered, such as pigs and dairy. So
the practical elements are very much tailored towards the course and the assessment criteria. So that's quite a broad range across level 2 and level 3. So that could include soil science-based practical activities, right to tractor-based activities, and also livestock-based activities. Now, we're very lucky in that we've got the college farm, Pound Farm on site, with the pedigree Hereford cattle, the breeding ewes. We've got about 300 breeding ewes, and also large arable side. And that is there for students to use. That is why it is there. So any practical tasks that are going on that fit in with the teaching, the students get out and do. We're also lucky as well that where we've recently merged, we do have access to some dairy facilities at Walford. And so we've got access to that. And also we've got good industry links as well. So local farmers, so they can share their experiences as well.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Someone's asked, how are assessments done? And I suppose the broader question is, how is the qualification sort of assessed as a whole, I guess, really?
So it's going to be assessed now. So there is written coursework, but there is also going to be exams towards the end of the year, and students also get assessed practically as well. So it's a mixture of written coursework, exams, and practical assessments.
Okay. Someone's asked about PPE. I said, what do I need and how much is it likely to cost?
Good question. PPE is definitely a requirement. You need steel toe cap, boots or wellies, and overalls. You can pick these up fairly cheaply from a local sort of agricultural stores. Overalls, off the top of my head, the cheaper ones could be about £15. Depends if you want to get your own branded tractor ones, then you'll have to splash out a little bit more. But steel toe cap, boots or wellies, they could be about £20–25, depending where you get them from. But a local agricultural store, but it is a requirement: steel toe cap, boots or wellies, and overalls.
Okay, thank you. You did mention sort of other farms. Someone's asked, do we go on any trips or onto other farms as part of the course?
Yes, we do. We're very lucky that we've got some good links with some local farms. I've given an example. So my level 3s this year have been studying a sheep production unit, and at lambing time we took them to a commercial farm that was running about 1,000 ewes, running at 1,000 feet as well. And so we took them around there, and the farmers are really engaging and keen to show students how it's run. So yes, trips and visits do happen. And we're very lucky that farmers are keen to show what they do. Obviously, a lot of it is also very much weather dependent as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Someone's asked, what happens if I don't get the grades for the level 3 course?
If you don't get the grades for the level 3 course, then we will look and have a discussion. It will be about the level 2 course. Because where they've now been bringing in exams as well, particularly a key thing for me is to make sure the student's on the right course, okay? If you haven't got the right grades, then we need to sit down for a discussion, but it's likely to be the level 2 course is the route for you, and that could then be the right stepping stone to progress on to level 3.
Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of experience, someone's had, do you have to have any previous experience to do this course, or could you come into it completely fresh, as it were?
We have students with a whole range of experience backgrounds. And as I said before, my main interest is that students who want to come and do these courses have the interest and desire to learn. Everyone has to start somewhere. I mean, yes, having a certain level of experience at level 3 would most definitely help. But this is also where your work experience placement comes in as well during the course. That really helps back it up. So everyone's got to start somewhere. If you've got experience, great. If not, again, that is something we can work to. It would be something, if you're thinking about applying for the courses, now is particularly time to be looking for some work experience as well.
Okay, great. Speaking of the work experience, what sort of work experience would you say is the most suitable? Obviously, farm work as a whole, but any particular avenues to sort of explore?
It really depends on the particular person's interest and also their location. Quite a lot of people do ask, can we help out with finding a work experience placement? But we do often tell people it's best for them because they know what is of interest to them, and also transport wise and location, getting to the work experience provider. But most of my students work on farms, but they do a whole range of things, whether that's milking, rearing calves, or mainly machinery work. It really depends on the individual.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Got a curiosity question here, I think, more than anything. How many cattle are on the farm?
So cattle, we've got about 40 to 45 breeding cows and all their followers. So it's about 120 head of cattle in total.
Wow, that's a lot of cows. Someone's then asked, do I need any specific GCSEs to do this course?
Depending on which level, so if we're talking about level 2, you need 4 GCSEs at grade D, which is grade 3 or above, and that has to include the maths and English. And at level 3, you need 5 GCSEs at grade C, which is grade 4 or above, has to include maths and English. And I would probably suggest also along those lines is look into some sort of biology as well. And they're looking to be bringing in biology, particularly at level 3. So if you've got some science in your backgrounds, that will also help, I would suggest.
Yeah, that seems sensible. Yeah. Got a question here. Someone says, can I work at home for my practical experience? I'm assuming they probably already live on a farm of some description.
Yes, we do get asked this quite a lot, and I sort of say that we understand that a lot of people do work on family farms and it's difficult to maybe go away, but we always advise that if you can go somewhere different to gain some work experience, that will be a huge benefit. We understand it's not always practical, but you are strongly advised that if you can go somewhere different, because that's where you can maybe pick, everyone does something differently in agriculture. So if you can go somewhere different, that would be ideal. But if you have to mix it with a bit of work experience from home, then we do also understand.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's kind of learning from others almost, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Got a question here. It's kind of more of a general question about all our courses, really. Just saying, would a student be able to study multiple courses realistically, or just do students generally only focus on this course for the 1 or 2 years at college?
Students would most definitely focus on this course. So the only exception is sort of when at level 2, if you've not quite got your English or maths, then you will study your English and maths within those 3 days of your agricultural timetable. But no, you just do the one course and focus on that. Particularly at level 3, there is, it's A-level equivalent. So there is really a lot of time required to go into that course.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because obviously there's not just the time spent in college, but it's also the time spent at home doing the work to supplement it as well, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, coming to college, it's taken a step to being that independent learner. We've only got you 3 days a week, so you will be required to be doing work and work experience outside of those college hours as well.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So it looks like we've just got one more question possibly coming through now. If anyone's got any other questions, feel free to let us know, and then we can look through those. So someone's asked, what degree opportunities can people take after completing this course? Or what degrees can they go on to?
Again, very good question, and there is also quite a variety. I've had students go on to do just a straight agricultural degree. But I've also had students go on to do sort of agricultural business. So that is the thing to look at universities. They really do offer quite a wide variety, all related to agriculture. So you could go down the route of a straight agricultural degree, or you could even go down sort of agricultural and animal science. As I said, you've also got the business side of it. So there is a huge opportunity out there, and I wouldn't be able to list off all the sort of degree courses that they offer, but it is a wide range. It's not just agriculture on its own. And even within agriculture, a straight agricultural degree, there is a huge range of options that you study within that. Agriculture, even in the level 2 or level 3 course at the college, you can break it down. You know, there's a whole range of subject areas within agriculture specifically. But it's, if you're thinking about a degree, do you go down the straight agricultural route, or you can really specialise, as I said, to business, animal science, farm management. You can even specialise in dairy. So there's a real whole range out there.
Okay, brilliant. Lots of different ways to go on afterwards then. So I've got another question.
Yes.
Someone's just asking, how long do we spend in a classroom on a typical day? So I suppose maybe just the general balance between practical and theory would be a good thing to discuss.
Yeah, good question. General balance. Now, it being agriculture, a lot of it is dependent on the weather and the seasons as well. So that is a big factor for us in particular. But you could say possibly at level 2 might be the equivalent of 1 day a week outside doing practical, so 1 day out of the 3. Level 3, you could be talking the equivalent of an afternoon a week, but it really does depend on the stage of the course content, the weather as well. So at level 3 in particular, don't be surprised if you've spent sort of 2 weeks in a row sort of in the classroom building up that theory as well. Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Someone's asked about, obviously the farm's an organic farm. Do we do much about organics within the course?
We don't do a huge amount. There is a specific sort of organic unit. We don't do a huge amount on it, but what we do is use the college farm a lot, and we use the farm staff. So you've got Dan, the farm manager. He, you know, is running the farm daily. Students are in regular contact, so we can pick up all that sort of knowledge regarding the organic side of it from doing those sort of daily tasks. So where there might not be a specific unit where you study about it, it easily incorporates into all the other subject areas that you're studying.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. We've had one last question come through, just asking how many A levels is a level 3 equal to? So a level 3, if you were to get a distinction at level 3, that's equal to 3 A's at A level. So in terms of UCAS points and how it's considered by universities, it's on a par with 3 A levels, and then your grade is equivalent to whatever the grade would be at an A level. I think that's all the questions we've had at the moment. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Alice?
Yeah, just also I will mention as well, obviously I'm the course tutor for the full-time courses, but I won't actually forget that we do also offer agricultural apprenticeships, which is very much tailored to the workplace. Students still come in 1 day a week, but it's very much tailored to being out in the workplace as well. So as well as our full-time courses, there is also the agricultural apprenticeships that they do run as well.
Okay, thanks for that, Alice. So I think we'll bring the session to a close there, unless there's any further questions. If for anyone that's watching this, the recording will be put up on our YouTube channel later on, so you can look back at this and re-listen if you wish. If you're watching that recording and you've got a question that hasn't been answered, please feel free to get in contact with us. You can comment on the YouTube channel, you can send us messages on social media or contact us through the inquiry form on the website, whichever's easiest for yourself, and then we'll get back to you with an answer. Okay, thank you for attending. Our next session will be at 12 o'clock, and we'll be talking all about blacksmithing. So if you're interested possibly in that, please tune in. Thank you very much.